Good afternoon, Zarlita.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me about yourself?
I am Zarlita Menese, 33 years old. I am single but I have a live-in partner. I have five kids.
Okay, I have a few questions for you to answer, so let's start.
Yes,
Why do you want to work as a maid?
I want to work as a maid because of my children to provide to
Again, continue.
to provide to need like a school.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
I because Malaysia I experienced to work there.
Okay, how are you qualified for this job?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you qualified for this job? How are you qualified for this job?
I'm hardworking, ma'am. Hardworking, honestly, and responsible.
May I know what your educational level is?
High school, ma'am?
Are you a graduate?
No, ma'am.
What was your
Undergraduate.
recent working experience?
Sorry, ma'am.
What was your recent working experience?
I just came back from Saudi Arabia last January. That's why I I'm here. I finished to my contract. I'm working there as domestic helper, uh, cleaning and the child.
Do you have experience of taking care of babies?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose babies are you taking care of?
My sister-in-law, ma'am.
How about elderly?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose elderly are you taking care of before?
My
Okay. Do you have any other special skills?
no, ma'am.
Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What sort of food can you cook?
Filipino food, ma'am. And then the Indian curry.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores that I have mentioned to you, like washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking, which do you like most?
Washing, ma'am, and then cooking.
If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your children?
My live-in partner, ma'am.
You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you are not allowed to hold it anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You only allowed to bring normal phone and you are not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you
Yes.
agreed for the terms and conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
Yes, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understand?
2 years, ma'am.
Can you describe for me your attitude?
My attitude is honest, responsible, hardworking.
How can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I can finish my 2 years contract.
Can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any
Yes.
circumstances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, breast cancer, or any other illness?
Nothing, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No, ma'am.
Have you undergone any operation before?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit or are you fit to work?
Fit to work, ma'am.
Are you in any medication right now?
No, ma'am.
Again?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of different races?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any family members working in Malaysia right now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we have finished our question section. Let's proceed for case study. Okay, upon arrival in Malaysia within 6 months only, okay, Zarlita, if ever one of your family members passed away, what will you do?
I tell to my madam, uh, I did not go back to Philippines just only to send the money to helping
Okay,
to my
so if
son.
in case your employer is watching you right now, okay, so what do you want to tell them why they need to hire you?
Hi, sir, ma'am. Please hire me to job. I promise to you I will give all my best to working.
Okay, tell us about yourself again.
I'm Zarlita Menese, 33 years old. I am a single mother, but I have a living partner. I have a 5 kids.
Okay, thank you very much. Zarlita, we will update to your agency if there is any selection made by the employer.
Yes, ma'am.